Oh. So bike is parked and now I'm on 2 horsepower. Can't even call it horsepower, it's my weak chicken legs, so less than 2 horsepower, and trying to walk in the countryside, feeling the pain, out of breath. Is that because I'm unfit? Probably, but that's unfitness coupled with the long ride, and I'm sure bikers kind of appreciate when you do a long ride, the mental stress you gain from concentrating, especially country lanes where there's lots of bends and twists and turns. It can add to what is a tired rider, and now it's a tired rider and a tired hiker. Anyway, enjoy, folks. Up and over, folks, and with a whole heap of brambles to the side, so if you do miss your footing, you're going to have a nasty little surprise. People, my heavy breathing, please do not confuse that with me trying to gain your attention in any other way, but for the fact that I'm just really tired. It's uphill, we're in the forest now, a coppice, and alas, it's been uphill all the way here, so my fitness, I would say, is wavering, but that'd be a lie. There is no fitness left in the tank now. I'm just out cold, but we carry on because we have no choice. Woohoo! We get to a path. Beautiful cottages and lovely flowers. How can we go without taking a close-up of these wonderful flowers?
This particular place was an old lead mine. I met some locals and they informed me of its history and how this particular mine shaft ran for 12 miles underground. That's equivalent to 19 kilometers. That's a long mine, but it was closed off and nothing could be visited in more detail. Obviously, because of Corona, things are shut or are opened on a very short-term basis. It was raining and I wanted to continue my journey until the local folk told me of a church that sat on top of a hill that was quite a distance away, but this church was famous because it was used in a movie, and then there was some mystery about how all the people who starred in the movie never acted again. It was a Baptist church, and obviously with that kind of mystery shared, I had to go see this church. And so I headed in the direction of the church. To add to the mystery, they did say past the church there was also a secret village. Ooh.
Hello, Larry the lamb and Dolly the sheep. How are you faring today? Enjoying the cool weather? You have a great view. I must confess, I'm envious of your home. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm not going to crack any jokes about lamb chops and kebabs. Rest assured. This particular church is a Baptist church, and the locals that we crossed earlier told us of this church and how a film was made based on this church. A film based on a story written by a local person who then used this very locality to create the film. God rest your souls. Assalamu alaikum ya ahl al-kubur. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alas, the church is in a state of disrepair, and we did see a car at the front. Looks like it might be a builder or a repair person come here to do some work. But the church is closed, and as you can see, the scaffolding. And that is the entrance to the church. Goodbye, church. Hello, road. We're looking for a lost village, and it's isolated, but we've been told 2 cottages have been put back into a state of usability, so from a state of disrepair to a state which means that one could reside in them. So we're trying to look for this village, but alas, no luck so far. Let's venture on and see where we go. So we found these wonderful cottages. They did say it was a small village, but I think what's left is maybe foundation stones. But they have renovated 2, and this is one of them. As you can see, it does look like an old cottage. The doors are smaller. Somebody with a height of 5 foot 10 inches would be considered a giant through those doors. But it is a picturesque place. I assume that's the outhouse for the toilet, and probably 2 rooms upstairs and 1 large room with a kitchen below. There's a further cottage just there, and then you can see stones dotted around, which could be foundations for other houses that once sat here, resided here. The locals we spoke to did say that it was only 2 that they repaired, and that seems to be exactly what we found. 2 cottages in a state that one would consider livable, and then you have stones and foundations that would have maybe been the foundation blocks for other cottages here. They did say it was a village, but I think more a hamlet, maybe 5 or 6 houses at the most. And this is the second cottage, if I can show you the front. And that's the second cottage. Hello, anybody here? I do apologize, don't mean to trespass, but I wanted to see this cottage and I hope you don't mind. And that is the second cottage. Firewood for heating and hot water and cooking. It's tucked away a million miles from anywhere, from any form of civilization. So fuel is something you need to provide yourself, and that would be said logs. And they're really small, very small cottages, but quaint. So, heading back to the bike, journey isn't short. I'm walking down a stony path, absolutely obliterating my feet. I'm not wearing biker boots, but I'm not wearing hiker boots. It's somewhere in the middle. They're biking, hiking boots. Well, that's not even funny, but you get my drift. So, see you in a little while. So folks, as you can see, that green mass in front of me is not grass, it's a bog. I'll just demonstrate. I don't know if anybody saw the ripple effect. There wasn't much because there's moss or mold or whatever it is that's grown over the water. But here, I'll try again. There you go, you heard the sound. That's water. That's a green bog. Very rare. Continue on the path I shall. Just ahead, I see a wooden barn. Now, I'm not sure if it's an old wooden barn or it's something that's been designed to keep it looking as though it's old and fitting well with the slate cottage next to it. Dogs barking. Let's hope they know that we're friendly. We are friendly. Nice dogs. And this is the barn. I think it's an old barn because I can see from the tin roof that wouldn't be something that you could get away with now, with building regulations being what they are. Right, back on the path.
So folks, that's the hike over. Now it's homeward bound. And though it's rained and it's been quite tough, this is the joy of biking.